Hi there. I got inspired to make this video by other video, which I will leave in the description if someone's interested, where some guy was telling a story about how he never broke a single bone. Well, that's interesting, I thought, because I broke many things in my body. Maybe too many now that I think about it. But this story isn't about broken bones, it's about broken dreams. No, it isn't. It's about other type of injury. Mental injury. Okay, I'll stop. It's about injuring both of my legs on the same day. But how could this even happen, you may ask? Well, grab yourself a tea and sit comfortably, because we're going back in time to the year of... Well, I don't remember exactly, but I was around 14 years old. A casual day in school, the sun was shining somewhere, probably, and my legs were fine. Then the PE happened. Typical half-assed warm-up first, then some stretching and football. Or soccer if you're from the US. And that probably put a big smile on my face because I love football.
Doesn't everyone? Bye.
That day we had to play indoors, even though our school had an outside pitch. Wait a minute. Now I remember. If we played indoors, the weather must have been shitty. So all this bullshit about sun was a lie. Anyways, my passion to this sport reflected in my game. I always played at 100%. No ball was lost to me. I played very tough, and that game wasn't different. I don't remember exactly how it happened, but during some kind of a duel between me and my classmate, we kicked the ball in the same time, and both did it with a little too much power. In one moment, my ankle learned everything about geometry and angles my brain couldn't for all those years. I sat on a bench and stayed there for the rest of the class. You probably wonder right now, wait, but what happened to the other guy? He was fine. When we kicked the ball, his foot was positioned like this, whereas mine was positioned like this. Well, we had 2 more classes left, so I limped for the next one. It was on the top floor, so it took a while. During the lesson, I decided that I need to go to the school nurse, and so I did. She looked at my ankle and said that it wasn't too bad, but I should go to the hospital for more accurate examination. I was kinda relieved, but my legs still hurt, I struggled to walk, and I had to go to the top floor again. So to avoid unnecessary strain, I figure I can just jump on my healthy leg. Yeah. After accepting the fact I will look like an absolute idiot for the next couple of minutes, I started my climb. Hop. Hop. Sheesh, that's tiring. Hop. Hop. Well, shit. I took a phone out of my pocket and called my dad. Hi dad, can you pick me up from school? Yeah, I can't walk. My friend, who was the same ball-kicking guy from earlier, was kind enough to support me to the exit. I had to walk on the leg I injured first, because at that time it hurt less. My parents picked me up from school and we went straight to the hospital. The doctor stated that the ankle I injured earlier was twisted, and the other one I twisted and damaged my ligaments. They put both of them in plaster, which looked something like this, and now I literally couldn't walk. I remember when the other doctor who plastered my legs searched for something in his cabinet, pulled out amputation saw, and told me they needed to cut off my legs. Yeah, I definitely appreciate that joke much more now than before. So I was supposed to lay in a bed for 2 weeks, and I did. Well, most of the time. You see, laying in bed for a long time turned out to be pretty much a nightmare and not a cool way to chill and play games. Everything hurt from being in the same position for too long, and also I had to use the toilet sometimes. You know. Driven by those inconveniences, I had to come up with some kind of sophisticated transportation technique. After racking my brain for at least 4 seconds, it hit me. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the skateboard. Yeah, I just lied down on my skateboard and pushed myself with my hands. I admit it had some flaws. For example, if I wanted to get out of the room I was laying in, I had to deal with quite high doorstep. I did that by putting down my skateboard first, then myself. And one time an error must have appeared in my calculations because I landed on the tail and the nose hit me right into my face. But hey, apart from that, it got the job done. There was another problem though. At that time I had a desktop PC, which was on a higher floor. I wanted to stay in touch with my friends, and the only reasonable way of doing that was to use my PC. Long story short, I ended up climbing the stairs on my knees, which, to be honest, isn't the most pleasant feeling. After 2 weeks, they took off the cast, and then I had to walk on crutches for another week. And that's the end of the story. If you enjoyed it and would like to hear more stories, please consider supporting me by clicking the like button and subscribing to my channel. Like I said before, I broke many things in my body, so you don't want to miss next stories. Thanks for watching. Bye!